Delaware Nature Society. Explore Abbott's Mill Nature Center, just around the corner in Milford, Delaware. Nature Center, education programs, garden visitors, skink acrobats, historic gristmill, stream boardwalk, wetland flowers, crayfish chimney, woodland trails, native trees, treetop views, hidden nests, forest amphibians, sun catchers, meadow dancers, fox trotters, pond view, swallowtail favorite, pond hikes, animal tracks, majestic cedar, osprey perch. Visit us soon. We are just around the corner. Abbott's Mill Nature Center, Delaware Nature Society. Delaware Libraries 2020 Summer Reading Program. Imagine your story.
Hello, my name is Alice Mormon, and I'm a teacher naturalist at Abbott's Mill Nature Center, right here in Milford, Delaware. We are standing in our treehouse just off the Abbott's Mill Trail. Thank you for inviting me into your home today as part of the 2020 Summer Library Program. And I'm Quick as a Cricket by Audrey Wood.
I'm as quick as a cricket. I'm as slow as a snail. I'm as small as an ant. I'm as large as a whale. I'm as sad as a basset. I'm as happy as a lark. I'm as nice as a bunny. I'm as mean as a shark. I'm as cold as a toad. I'm as hot as a fox. I'm as weak as a kitten. I'm as strong as an ox. I'm as loud as a lion, and I'm as quiet as a clam. I'm as tough as a rhino. gentle as a lamb. I'm as brave as a tiger. I'm as shy as a shrimp. I'm as tame as a poodle. I'm as wild as a chimp. I'm as lazy as a lizard. I'm as busy as a bee. Put it all together, and you got me. Now, wasn't this a great read? Quick as a Cricket is one of my favorite books. Now, I'm going to ask you to scratch your head, put in your imagination, is it in there? And think like an animal. How would you move? Can you move like a snake? Think about all their muscles surrounding their bones and how bendy they are. Ooh, really twist and turn. Nicely done. I'd like to introduce you to another native reptile, the corn snake. This is a young corn snake. Look at the color pattern on this red corn snake. It has shiny scales, but the skin feels dry. The whiter scales are on the belly. Now, how would a bee move? They're pretty busy, so you might have to get up on your toes and move and shake, because a lot of bees do something called buzz pollination. They visit a flower, so pretend your hand's a flower, they sit right in the middle, and they shake. So do the shake. Nicely done. All right, scratch your head. What's another animal that moves? Of course, a frog. How does a frog move? You guys are all expert frog hoppers. They've got to use their long legs, and they got to bend their knees. So let's say you stand up, use your long legs, and bend your knees, and pop! Do some frog hopping. Frogs. So they have great legs, and that helps them move fast, doesn't it? There he goes. Here he goes, Troy. Did you get him?
Perfect.
What's my... You think I could just do this?
Yep.
And he'll figure it out? There he goes. Here he goes, Troy. Did you get him?
Perfect.
Fish like an egret. Have you seen a snowy egret? They're a really tall bird, black legs, but they have golden yellow feet. So when they dangle those feet in the water, so pretend you're dangling your feet and wiggling your toes, the fish come up to check it out. So here's a fish, and here's my egret dangling its toes. The fish come up and check it out, and before the fish knows it, the egret swoops in with its beak and catches the fish. But you gotta do the egret dance. So you gotta kind of dangle your toes. As you're walking through the marsh, in the water, splash, splash, moving those legs up and down, on that fish, dangling your legs, waiting and watching, dangling in the water. Dive in and catch that fish. Oh, great egrets! I can see you're all really ready to move. How about an eagle? Now an eagle just stretches its wings out wide because they've got really long wings, so stretch your arms out wide. Okay, and we're going to tip and glide. Tip, glide, tip, glide. Now at the end of their wings, their feather tips sometimes stick up a little bit. Okay, but just a little. Tip and glide. Now if you have more room, you can tip and glide around your living room. Yep, tip and glide. That's the eagle. Okay, and we have lots of bald eagles here in Delaware. Ooh, here's one of my favorites. Can you swim? I love to swim. Can you swim like a diamondback terrapin? Now, the diamondback terrapin has big web feet. So think of your hands, but you have webs across. How many of you used flippers when you're in the pool on your feet? Well, think about it. The diamondback terrapin has flippers on his hands and on his feet. So when he gets into the water, he can go right away. So do some swimming. They usually don't do overhand or overarm. They're usually more lower, doggy paddle type. Swim. And terrapins are known for their speed. Diamondback terrapins are the only turtle that lives in what we call brackish marshes. A little bit of salt and a little bit of fresh. So we find them down here along the Delaware coast wherever there's a marsh. They're in the creeks, but they're also in Delaware Bay. You can find them in the inland bays too. So do your diamondback terrapin swim. Can you think of any other animals that have fancy moves? I bet you can. Give it a try. This cottontail rabbit is not in a hurry. It found a nice patch of green grass. Take a look at its long, tall ears. Although it's eating, it's still listening. Check out its big back feet. Hi, I'd like to introduce you to the eastern box turtle, which is a native of Delmarva. This is a land tortoise. It spends most of its time in the forest and the meadow habitats, moving along through the leaves, looking for grubs and slugs, and some of its favorite foods are strawberries. Now take a look at the fancy designs on its shell. The top part of a turtle shell is called the carapace. The bottom part of the turtle shell is called the plastron. So they don't go too far from where you found them. So if you do find one in your neighborhood, please be sure to take a look at it and put it back right exactly where you found it. Now I'm going to come a little closer so you can look at its legs. It's got very strong claws for digging and crawling along the ground. Okay, it is a member of the reptile family, so it's got scales and dry skin. Okay, it's got strong back legs, as you can see. Now, when I hold a turtle, if you do find one, you always want to put one hand underneath and the other hand on top. That's protection for the turtle, because the turtle shell are its bones. Its bones, can you see the ridge straight through here? That's its backbone. It's been fun exploring animals with you today. I'm going to leave you with one final animal to visit, the horseshoe crab. Found on Delaware beaches, this animal is considered a living fossil. Its great grandparents were alive when the dinosaurs were here. Can you imagine?